Hey y'all, Justin with Kayak Catfish. I'm on the water today to do some more ultralight fishing. Man, have I been in the mood to do some ultralighting lately, and I come out a few days ago, filmed a video for my main channel and just tore up the bluegill. Got some really big bluegill, and I got them right off that tree right there. Actually, that one and that one. And I ended up doing a raw and uncut video, which was like 45 minutes long. It was pretty much just one fish after another after another. And so I thought, I'm gonna come back out here today, see if those fish are still here. My plan coming out that day was to hit these trees and just kind of make my way on down, and well, I never ended up moving any further. Never had to, it just kept getting bit. So I'm gonna start here and maybe move on down the shoreline if need be. But I'm gonna post this video on my second channel for those of you that like this kind of fishing. These type of videos don't perform well on my main channel, so I don't want to stack too many of them on there. But for those of you who do like it, thanks, because I sure like making them. So I'm gonna get the camera back here in the chest. We're gonna be doing some gulp fishing today. That's my favorite ultralight bait. Let me get my shades on here too. That sun wants to pop out on us. This right here, that's the money maker right there, man. 1-inch gulp minnow, smelt color, 1/64 ounce jig head, number 8 hook, 2-pound test line on my ultralight. And I'm gonna get over here after my motor up there. Lord, it had the cord all wrapped around the shaft there. We in bad shape. There's a light breeze out here today, and it's kind of hitting from different angles. Seems like one minute it's blowing at you from this way and another from this way. And my old spot lock there on the motor, it likes a consistent direction. It don't like change. I can relate. I don't much care for change either. Let's make our first cast here and see if there's any fish on this tree. This time of year in the fall, boy, he's gonna pull now. Folks, this right here, I don't know what it is, but it ain't no bluegill. We're starting off with something that's a little bit bigger. I'm gonna try to back up. Oh, that's a bass. Oh, look at him jump right there. I hope my hand was out of the way. He snatched that thing up, buddy. Goodness gracious, that's a way to start the video, man. I picked up on him. I was like, this don't feel like a bluegill right here. He's gonna make another jump. Look at him. Look at him. What is there? Look right here. Look right here. We got skipjack busting all around me too. Let me just spot lock here a second again. Bass, I'm gonna set you back a second. I do have my skipjack rod with me. Oh, don't you dare get up there, that motor now. Let me set him over here. I got my skipjack rod here too. I need to get me some catfish bait. And we might just grab a few right here. We'll land that bass here in a minute. We gotta handle some business here first. We got skips here busted. They're gonna be gone here by the time I get a cast out. Look at this. Oh, right there, right there. Right there's one hit me. Oh, I had two on and lost them both. Both of them were small. I'd like to have them both though. Boy, that bass, I hope I land that bass. I hope he don't come off while I'm doing this skipjack, because something's up with him, man. I'm gonna show you something crazy looking with him. He's got something up with his tail. Where'd them skipjack go? They were busting all around me, and then all of a sudden just gone. Well, that's a good sign nonetheless. There's still activity here. Very first cast, we land a bass. Then skipjack immediately come up and start exploding. My skipjack baits here, these are crappie magnets. That's 1/8 ounce jig heads, white and chartreuse color. I got 2 of them on there in a series. We're gonna put this rod up for the time being. Now, let's land our bass. What a way to start the day here, man. That's what I'm talking about. You see why I've been in the mood here lately, y'all? This is why. Easy, Mr. Bass. I got 2 pound line here. I don't want to break that off. Look how I got him. Right on the outer upper lip. Like right on the outside of that thing. Look at this thing's tail, man. He's got the funk on him, man. I thought he had been bitten by something, but that's like some kind of, I don't know, it's got bumps all over him. This side's real bad too. It may be, something may have bit him and it's just gotten infected or something. You nasty, Mr. Bass. You need to go wash yourself. Stop by the pharmacy, get you some salve to put on that. Dang old fish, he's had a hard time of it, folks. He's had a real hard time of it. Well, that was exciting. I don't know about y'all, but that got my heart rate up a little bit. My motor here's got me all cattywampus. I'm gonna set just like this though, and see what happens here. Sometimes in the fall, these fish, they're feeding heavily, man. The water temperature's dropping. I don't have my graph on right now. But the other day when I was out, it was like 61 degrees surface temp. So water temps are falling, days are getting shorter. And these fish are on the feed. They're feeding up for winter. And you can get on some really good bites. But the bite don't always last very long. Like the other day I come out and I filmed like a 45-minute video just non-stop of me reeling in fish off these 2 trees. Well, these fish, they might still be here, or they could be long gone. They're going to be following the bait. They're going to be following them schools of shad. Now there's obviously some shad here because them skipjack wasn't just coming up doing their dance for nothing, you know. They were feeding. And we had that little bass over there on these trees. But I ain't seeing the bluegill. I don't know how many fish in a row I caught there when I was out here before, but it was just one after another after another. And it's clearly not the case right now. One of the challenges I'm going to have working this side of the shoreline, we may have to switch over to the other bank, because I don't know if you can tell just from looking over here, but there's all these leaves and the way the wind has blown, it's pushed everything up. And so I'm not going to be able to cast super tight to the bank because of that. Let me switch over to this side here. Let's see what we can do here. I gotta be careful on this. I see one of them branches sticking out a good long ways. They'll get me hung up quicker than anything. They just don't appear to be any bluegill here. They've moved on, I think. I like catching me some bass, and I need to catch me some skipjack today. But I'll come out here to mainly try to get back on that school of bluegill. I love me some big bluegill. And I was getting some nice ones. Again, that video is on my main channel. I'm gonna post this video on my highlights channel, just so I don't end up with 2 ultralight videos on that channel in the same week. I feel like it hurts you in the algorithm, you know, because I got people that watch these videos that really like them. And I'm thankful for every one of you, but they ain't a lot of you. So I don't want to put too many on that main channel, back to back anyway. Let's move on here. Let's just slide on down the bank and see what we can get as we make our way along. I'm just gonna cast at the edge of them leaves over there. Them leaves, putting a roof over them fish's heads, it can kind of act like, almost like a weed line in a sense. They've got something to hide up under. But I can't get as far in there as what I would like. We're gonna work our way down, and things don't work out over here. I wanted to start out here just because I got on that school the other day. But I'm not opposed to going over to the other shoreline. I'm gonna go where the fish are at. Don't matter to me where they want to bite at. I'm willing to go wherever. But I guess I'll just make this another raw and uncut video. I don't know, we'll leave the camera going 30 minutes, 45, an hour, I don't know. We'll just roll with it and see what happens. Y'all can see the good, the bad, the in-between. Hopefully there'll be a lot more good than bad and in-between. We're still starting out, I mean, we started out with a bang, getting that bass on the first cast. Y'all, I don't know if y'all can hear that on my microphone. There's turkey up in them woods. Sound like he got a mouthful to say up there too. That turkey's like some of these other YouTubers, always got something to say. Nobody wants to hear it, but they saying it anyway. I'll let that jig sink down. I don't know if you can see on camera, but I see that tree. You can see it up on the bank, tip of it. Comes out here in a little bit deeper water. Nothing. Well, make another cast. I mentioned there in my video I filmed the other day, I have removed the live scope, at least temporarily, off this kayak. I just wasn't really using it. Like today, I mean, I've got my graph here. I don't even have the damn thing on. When I'm ultralight fishing, I kind of just like keeping things simple. I mostly fish ultralight off my other kayak, which is a pedal kayak. And I don't have any electronics or anything on there. You know, just very bare bones setup. But I'm planning on catfishing this afternoon, and I didn't want to have to go back home and switch out kayaks or gear or anything, so I'll just come on out and do some ultralighting on this one here for, I thought I'd just come out here for an hour or so, see if I could catch some in bluegill that have apparently moved on. In bluegill, I guess they got tired of waiting on me to come back. Or they heard I was coming back and said, heck with this. I don't see that turkey, but he's up there. Y'all may not be able to hear him with my fancy microphone. It knocks a lot of that background noise out, which is helpful when there's weed eater man or chainsaw man. Not so helpful when there's a turkey or a bald eagle that we might like to hear over my voice. Yeah, let's move around this long tree here. It comes out. It's got a bunch of jig catching branches coming off of it. I'm gonna make my way on through this little pocket here, best I can. We're gonna try to go in this pocket. There's leaves just stacked in there. When you throw in this light jig, again, this is 1/64 of an ounce. If your line goes over the top of a leaf, it'll just catch that jig, basically. It'll just sit there. It'll stop sinking. So when we get real thick leaves like over here in this pocket and around some of these trees and stuff, it just, you can forget it. going off. Y'all probably heard that. I need to turn my phone on vibrate. Nobody ever calls me or messages me until I'm out on the water. And then I think they get a message alert saying, I'm tied up. Send me messages. Oh, right there. There's skip right there. There's some skipjack right there. Would you see that? I was casting this way and sent it all the way to the other side. I had some skipjack come up and swipe at that jig. That may be why I'm not getting any bluegill or any bass or anything. These skipjack may have run them out. There's got to be some shad in here though. There's got to be some bait or else the skipjack wouldn't be here. Interesting. I may make a few casts with my skipjack rod through here. And then I think I'm gonna, because these leaves over here, they're so dang thick, man. I ain't gonna be able to cast over that. So once I get down here to about this log, that's gonna be as far as I can go back into this little pocket. I'm gonna make a few casts with the skipjack rod, and then I think I'm gonna go hit the other side of the channel. And it looks like it's a lot more clear as far as debris goes. I think the wind has just been kind of pushing everything this direction. I just can't believe I ain't got a single bluegill down through this little stretch. I mean, it's like they're gone. Them things are long gone, my friends. They somewhere though. All right. Well, let me stick that on there. I'm gonna put it here behind me. Let me show you this too, y'all. So I mentioned in a little vlog video that I had made some changes in my kayak. It's one of the projects I've been working on while I've taken some time off from posting videos regularly. Now I got done with it here. So this is my final version of my power pole mount behind my seat. So I don't have my power poles on, but I got the brackets there. These set behind the seat so I can reach them, take my poles out if I'm going under bridges or low-hanging trees or whatever. Got my rod holder bases on here for my catfish rods. Behind this, and I don't know if I like this or not, but I've built a rod holder base here with PVC and stuff. So you can see today I just got 2 rods with me, it don't matter, but normally if I have my catfish rods, I can have them setting up there. Not sure if I like that or not. I may end up removing that. But this is solid, gives me a solid support base there for my power pole mounts. It's really worked out for me. So that was one of them projects I've just been tinkering with. During my time off, I made a base, didn't really work out. I made another one and finally got it dialed in like I wanted to. So let me get the camera back here in the chest again. We're going raw and uncut today. Good, bad, ugly, indifferent, y'all gonna see it. Might be more bad than good today. Some days like it. I'm gonna stand up and we're just gonna go right back through this little area that I just come through. Make some casts here with the skipjack jigs. Again, we saw them busting. I had that one cast there with the ultralight and then the gulp. The skipjack were swiping at it. We'll see if we can get a bite here, and then I'm gonna go to the other side of the channel. We'll see what's going on over there. See if I can find something willing to eat the gulp. I'm just inclined to believe that these skipjack have probably run off the other fish here. skipjack compared to a bluegill, I mean, some of these skipjack we got are 2, 3+ pounds in here compared to a bluegill, you know, that's significantly smaller. I see some busting right down there. Yeah, that's skipjack right there. I'd say them skipjack are just working them shad all up and down through here. Nothing yet. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stay in the main channel, at least for now. I might go over there and work them docks. I'd say the bluegill that were on this side of the channel, that big school, they've just moved. They may even still be in the same spot on that tree, it just might be areas that I can't get to for all the leaves on the water. Fix my rudder there so I don't spin the wrong direction as I talk to myself instead of talking to you. No more skipjack though, is there? They were busting on down. I'd say that school, probably the same school that was after my ultralight, was headed that way. All right, one more cast. One more cast and we're gonna get back to the ultralight. Nothing, friends, nothing. You know what, I didn't want to catch a skipjack on that cast, no way. I didn't want to do it. Well, come with me. We're gonna run just right over here, across the channel, and see what we can find over here. I'm gonna just work these docks, I think. There's some, like almost like a rock wall really that comes off over here. There's several down trees that go down into the water and stuff, and oftentimes you'll find bluegill and crappie and, you know, everything else on those down trees and brush and stuff. But I kind of just want to see what's going on over here. This area here, it's just so thick with leaves. This whole shore, this whole side, basically, you can tell which way the wind's been blowing. I love the fall. It's beautiful, weather's nice, it's football season, go Vols. But, well, once the leaves start hitting the water, it's hard to do some ultralight fishing. Because you just can't get that jig to sink through them leaves unless you go to a heavier jig head, and then when your jig does go through, it's sinking way too fast to get the number of bites. So anyway, enough of me whining and complaining out of here. Let's get over here and make some casts on this shoreline, see what we can get. Get the camera back in the chest here. Y'all just come with me, enjoy the ride. I'm gonna put my shades back on. Gotta look cool, you know. If you don't look cool, fish ain't gonna bite. That's a guaranteed fact. They only bite cool looking people's lures. I'm wanting to do me some carp fishing. I just got a lot of stuff I want to do this week. You know, I'm a little bit pent up because I ain't fished as much lately for doing all the stuff around the house and yard projects and house projects and tinkering with stuff here on the kayak, and I'm all pent up, man. I gotta get back catching some fish again. You know, when I said I was gonna do this video raw and uncut, I should have probably made sure I was on a bite. or at least had a section of shoreline that I could fish without having to switch sides. Because I bet you 75% of people have either clicked off or fast forwarded on my ride over here. It's taken way too long. And you know what? Now that I'm getting over here, look at all these leaves here on the water. I couldn't see them from the other shoreline, but now I'm getting over here. This shoreline may be just as bad as the other one. Well, I don't think it's as bad. There's a lot of them over here. May not be as bad. We're going to start here at this tree. For the 3 of you still watching and the 1 person who fast forwarded and just happened to land on this spot of the video, we're going to start making some casts right here on this tree and just see what we get. I got a little opening there. Hopefully that jig will sink. Oh yeah, buddy, we got one. I had a lot of slack in my line trying to let them go over them leaves. I didn't feel him, I just saw my line move. What we got? What is this thing? What is, oh, that's a nice bluegill right there. That's what I was hoping to find today. Let me just pull off this area a little bit. Let me get positioned here, bluegill, and we'll show you off to the world. Been a long time coming, bluegill. We're probably 20 minutes into this video, maybe longer. We'll need some of your friends to bite to make up for lost time there. Tell the audience hi, would you? He said he don't want to talk to you people. He said he's too good to be talking to y'all. He's like that old fortune teller on the TV. Charge you $3.99 a minute to talk to him. What was that woman's name on the TV? Cleo? Cleopatra? Mrs. Cleo? I can't remember what she was called. She, in the 80s, she used to have them commercials, them astrology commercials. Horoscope, read your tarot cards or something. Hell, I can't remember. It's been a long time ago. It's been 30-something years. Can't remember. I'll have to Google her later. I think it was Cleo. Making a cast over there. I can see where that tree has fallen off in the water. I don't know how much. Something hit me then. I felt that and I drag a little bit more. Is that another gill? Yeah, that's another gill. This one ain't quite as big. You know what? I got my bucket with me. I'm gonna throw him in the bucket there. That other bluegill, I wasn't thinking about it when I let him go. I might have put him in the bucket too. I'm gonna keep just a few. Maybe have some live baits. Here's another one. Here's another one. We own some now. Listen to him pull now. My drag's just slipping a little bit too, but yeah, that's another nice gill. Y'all, I love me some ultralight fishing. I can't help it. It's just fun. There's certain times of the year where it gets to be a little bit more fun, if that's even possible. I know it's hard to believe. But fall is one of those times. Spring and fall, right there's another one, boom. We found some. Yeah, didn't find them over there where I left them. But just come across the channel. I was literally going to start on this tree and then work down here along these docks, and just like that, we got on them. It's a damn shame all them people clicked off the video as I was, oh, look at this. There's another bluegill down there with this one. That's a big one right here. He had a friend come up with him. Look at him. He's got a stick mustache. He's got a stick mustache right there. Look at you, look ridiculous, bluegill. Let me get that out of your mouth. You like a dog and a bone or something. Give me a jig back, would you? Can I have it back? He says he wants to keep that thing souvenir. He wants me to autograph it. You're nice. Since you're a fan of this channel, Fish, I'm going to let you go. I ain't letting all your friends go. I'm going to let that one go. He said he was a fan of the channel. Now, I like to support the people that support me. So, that and there will live to see another day. Unless he bites again. If he bites again out here today, I may think twice about it. Yeah, buddy, just lucked into it over here. All them people though that clicked off the video and fast forwarded while I was moving over here, they ain't gonna see any of them fish. Them fish's feelings gonna be hurt about it too. These fish, they put up a big fight. They spinning around down there. They trying to throw that hook out. At least make you think they're trying to throw the hook out, but really they're not. Because they want to get on video. They want to get on camera. So they're not really trying to throw the hook out. If it comes out, which it does, it's accidental. I'm on to these fish's games, I know they want to be famous on a video. These poor fish though, they're going to be on my second channel. This video won't get 500 views. Here's one. It don't matter to me so much because I'm coming out here to do this anyway. For those of you that like this kind of thing, and again, there's a handful of yous. It'll be there for you when you want to watch it, and that fish there said you wasn't watching him no more. I'm just trying to cast over here in the openings on the leaves. And there's a fish. I saw my line moving. I could just go down. You could just start at one. Oh, look right here. We're going to get a show. I had a bass. He's still following him. The bass is still following him. Look at him. Look at him. He's come up to him 3 times now. There's a little bass. Is he still there under him? Boy, if that bass will come up and try to attack him, wouldn't that be a show? Yeah, I'm dangling you over there like bait, bluegill. I don't see him no more. He ain't coming back for him. He followed you up though, didn't he? Did you see your life flashing before your eyes, bluegill? I'll tell you what, I would put you in the bucket, but since you've just had a traumatic experience, you're probably going to need thousands of dollars worth of therapy that I can't afford. I'm going to let you go. I ain't paying you therapy bills, fish. Can't do it. I ain't putting that fish. He may be kind of an employee working for me right now on this video, but I ain't paying his health insurance. He did have a little bass, though, following him up. He come up to him like 3 times. He wasn't aggressive toward him, but he'll like come up, look at him, swim off, come up, look at him. Right there's a fish. I see my line. I love doing this, y'all. This is fun. Pretty much got the water to myself out here today. Filming this on a weekday, so Won't be a lot of boat traffic. Go fish anywhere I want, have the whole place to myself. Just me and these old fish. And this in here, he says he wants to be bait. No, he don't, because I missed the bucket. I missed the bucket fish. Let's try that again. There we go. I'm telling you folks, most of you don't remember the Bozo show back in the 80s, but when I was a kid, it was on WGN channel. The only thing that come on WGN was the Bozo show, Cubs baseball, which nobody wants to watch that crap. And what was that other show? Perfect Strangers with Balky Bartakamus. That was the only thing that come on WGN. But when I was a kid, I liked the Bozo show. And my favorite part was the grand prize game, and they had all them buckets lined up in a row, and the kid, you'd always make fun of the kid that missed the first or second bucket, because they basically just had to lean over and drop the ball in. And that's me trying to get the bluegill in the dang bucket back there. I would have been a total failure at the grand prize game. I'm a total failure in boat control here also, because when I'm telling you all stories about my childhood and talking about old Balky Bartakamus, that was an underrated show, by the way. But while I'm doing that, I'm blowing right up on the fish here. For the 3 kids who might be watching my video, do some YouTubing and look up Balky Bartakamus, Perfect Strangers. It was a dang good show. I hope I just didn't spook him fish when I got that close. I'd like to cast closer in on that tree, but I can't because of the leaves. I landed that one on top of them leaves and pulled it off. Well, I may have spooked them. We'll make a few more casts here, and then if I don't get bit, we'll turn and start going down and working some of these docks here. Come on, fishy, I know you there. Don't be worried about all that noise I was just making. That noise ain't gonna hurt you. The hook in my bait's what's gonna hurt you. Only for a second. I may have to work a deal with these fish here, y'all. Here's my deal, fish. Next one that bites, I won't throw in the bucket. You get to go swimming home. We'll see if that'll motivate them. I'm blowing back in on them again now. Well, I still, even promising to let them go, I still can't motivate them. All right, let's turn around here. We'll just start making our way up. Where are we at on time here? We at the, we're mighty, are we really at like 38 minutes? Goodness gracious, time flies. I'll probably cut this thing off. Here, this fish here, I'm gonna stick to my deal. My drag keeps slipping. I'm gonna stick to my deal and let this fish go. I'll probably cut this video off around the hour mark, I guess. I'm gonna fish later than that though. I gotta get my fix in. Boy, this one here, he's gonna show out. He knows he ain't going in that bucket, so he ain't gotta worry about having energy left to try to climb out. I'm a man of my word, fish. I told you I was gonna let you go. At least tell the audience bye, would you? Would you tell them to hit the like and subscribe? He ain't telling you. That fish said he'd never help me out. Oh, over the top of that leaf. Let's try that cast again. telling you, you gotta land a perfect cast around these leaves. But if we can sink it down there, there are some fish. Oh, something snatched it. Nope. We got something going on here right behind me. I don't know if that's skipjack or just shad jumping or what. Got my line all tangled up there. The wind's gonna blow. That wind was being good there for a little while, wasn't it? It wasn't hardly moving me. Boy, now I got a damn leaf. I'm flying that leaf like a kite, man. This jig wasn't heavy enough to keep it down. Let's get over here and get repositioned again. That wind ain't blowing hard, but blowing just enough. Come on, fishy. Oh, fishy, fishy. Oh, I'm on another leaf. Could see my jig. I caught sight of it there, just setting about 6 or 8 inches under the water because my line was over the top of that leaf. Keep having that bee buzz around too. The bee better know his role. Don't do no bees. I'll tell you what I want to do. I'm gonna, now that it's been a couple minutes, before I move on completely past this tree and get down here on these docks, let's just sneak back over here for a second. I'm gonna spot lock because that wind's blowing consistently this way right now. I'll make a cast or two over here and see what happens. Uh-huh, that's what happens. Got them fish biting again. I spooked them and they said, Justin, we're gonna shut down for a few minutes here, let you move on. They didn't know I was coming back. We fooled this, and this is another nice bluegill. Nice bluegill, man. Come here, bluegill. Get you up here and show you off to the world. Bluegill, what's your mama gonna think of you having a pierced lip? This is old bee's back. Look at him. You see that bee? Look at that thing. Get out of here, bee. That bee's trying to steal the show, man. He's getting a cameo appearance. What do you think, Bluegill? You want to go in the bucket? We better go in the bucket. If that fish's mama finds out he got a lip piercing today, he's in big trouble. We better just take him with us. I got hit again. He dropped it. Now he got it. Now he got it. I felt him hit it. And then he come free and it was another one and probably the same fish. Come here, fishy. We got you feeding again now, don't we? I just spooked you for a minute. Yeah, you're a nice size. We'll throw him in the bucket too. When I'm keeping bluegill, bluegill for catfish bait is not my favorite bait by any stretch. Although spring and fall, I tend to have a better live bait bite. And that's why I was kind of wanting some live baits, was just from time of year. But when I'm keeping bluegill, I like to keep them kind of, I guess like 6 to 7 inch range. The really big ones, because I'm a fan of bluegill fishing, I let the big ones go. Like with any fish species, your biggest specimens are going to make the best babies. And so I want those biggest bluegill that I catch, the long ones or the real thick ones, the heavier ones, you know, I want those to go back and make babies. But those in the 6 to 7 inch range, they make a good sized bait. I'll take them out of here. Not gonna keep many, probably 6 or 8. I may throw this reel here in the lake too before it's said and done. That drag don't quit slipping on me. Get up here, fishy. Let's just go ahead and take you to. You'll be the last one. How does it feel knowing you're the last one? He says he wish he had bit one cast from now. All right. It's fun when it's like this, y'all. When you can just get on a school of fish where there's just one after another after another. That's what I was hoping to find out here on that other tree when I come back out. But we've got on another school of them here across the channel. This time of year, you find fish schooled up a lot. It's fun though. When you can get on a bite and get them every cast, every other cast. When I go ultralight fishing, I am looking for bites, man. I want to get a lot of bites, a lot of fish. I'm gonna slide on up here and get my motor situated. Again, I like being in my pedal kayak for this style of fishing. I feel like I got more control over what I'm doing. I want to hit that little opening right there. Why don't you sit right here, motor? Let me spot lock again. I wanted to hit that spot because I knew I was going to catch a fish right there in that little opening. I knew it. And by gosh, I got one. He feels like a good one too. He feels like a good one. He's pulling like the Dickens, man. Oh yeah, it is. That is a good one. That's a real good one right there. Come up here, bluegill. Nice, man. That is hand-sized bluegill right there. Let me hold you like that. Look at you, buddy. I ain't got my board here, but that's probably in that 8 inch range, I would say. Nice thick bluegill. Love it, y'all. Love it. See if we can do it again. These leaves are always moving around here with the wind, and I got that one little opening right there. Come on, fishy. I know there's more down there. Let's see if I can make a little bit closer cast over there. Well, it helped to have my gulp on the hook too. We still rocking that original gulp here that I started with. People have left comments on, I don't have comments turned on this channel. But on my other channel, they've left comments about putting glue on your jig head there to get a few more fish out of the gulp, and I'm like, I ain't gonna fool with that. One, I've glued my fingers together before, it ain't fun. And two, I've been fishing for, how long have I been? 48 minutes now on this one gulp, so I've gotten a bunch of fish off of it. So I feel like I got my money's worth. If I gotta put a little glue on there to get 2 or 3, 4 extra fish, it ain't worth the hassle. There's one. Come on, fishy. I gotta fix this drag. I gotta get me a new reel. I was putting it off till Black Friday sale. I got a feeling there's gonna be some bargains coming up. It needs to happen soon. This is another just slab of a bluegill. Just a slab. Look how thick he is, man. You are a fun time, bluegill, and you all are stacked on this tree. See if we can hit that little opening again, y'all. Got it. We're gonna get bit. Just hang on. It's coming. You know it's coming. Anytime now. Oh, I'm getting nipped. There he is. I mean, you could predict it. I look like I know what I'm talking about. I can say I'm getting bit right there on that cast. That's fun. Come on up here, bluegill. Ow, quit. Get out of here. He wanted to go so bad. He knew he was going to get grounded if he got caught up here. No, that was a lousy cast. I don't know if we'll get bit or not. No, I'm over that leaf. Terrible cast. Let's see if we can do better. I feel like my opening over there is, the leaves are moving in. It's getting no, I just threw over that leaf too. I feel like my window's closing on me. It seems to be sinking down though. Yeah. I had a nice little window right there for a minute. No, that one's hung on them leaves too. Dadgummit. Again, I love the fall and the beautiful colors. But boy, when the leaves start hitting the water, it's a challenge to do this ultralight fishing. All right, that cast is at least gonna sink. I think it's taking that leaf with it though. Okay, there it goes. It's so far out, I don't know if we're gonna get bit on that one. I'm gonna let it sink down a little further since I'm so far. It gets deep. Like this wall here comes down and I don't have my graph on, but we're probably sitting in 20, 25 foot of water right here where we're at. It just comes off so deep. I want to cast right over there. That's where I want to cast. Can I get it to sink over that leaf? Uh-huh. It got far enough down, didn't it? It got far enough down to get a bite. Come on up here, bluegill. Show yourself off. Oh! He said, not gonna happen. Not gonna do it. Let's see what we can do. Can we work some magic again here? Get that thing to sink around them leaves. If it'll sink, we're gonna get bit. Hopefully that boat wake will get some of these leaves repositioned here and maybe give us another opening to, oh, right there. He thumped me, man. That one thumped me. That one right there just nailed it. That's another just quality gill. Another quality gill right there. Goodness gracious. You know, the other day, on them other trees over there where I had them stacked up, they were this size and bigger, man. Just thick things. 7.5, 8+ inches. This gulp's just about at it. Let's see if we can get another one on it. But when you get, I mean, on these ultralight rods, you get a bluegill that's 6 inches, it'll bend the rod, you know. But when you start getting them bluegill that are 7, 8 inches and up, it's a different level of fun. think we're going to get bit here on this one too. I got that line around them lead. Yeah, we did. Oh, he hit it. I may have moved it too far out when I tried to set the hook. Yeah. May have to. I think we're going to have to replace that gulp here, y'all. It's finally going to happen. We're finally going to have to replace this thing. Yeah, heck with it. Let me replace it. Where are we at on time on this video? I don't want to run this video too terribly long. Lord, we're at 55 minutes. 55 minutes we've been doing this. Can you believe it? It started out kind of, well, it started out with a bang, getting that bass and seeing them skipjack. And then we had that dead stretch over there where I couldn't buy a fish over there on the other shoreline. They just didn't seem to be there. Them fish that I was on moved on. But coming over here to this side, a little bit of difficulty in casting here just due to the amount of debris on the water. But when I can get it down in those openings, I'm getting bit and getting some dang nice bluegill too. So I think with this video, you know, by the time I wrap up here, dang near an hour long, I'll probably just go ahead and call this a video, but I ain't done fishing. I'm gonna spend another hour or so probably and just kind of work my way slowly down through here, maybe hit some of these docks. And then I'm gonna do some catfishing this afternoon and see what, I'm on Melton Hill Reservoir today. I struck out the other night. I had done some ultralight fishing and then catfished the evening hours and struck out, didn't do any good. So I think today I'm gonna pack up and go hit a different body of water, but I definitely wanna do some ultralight fishing for about another hour or so and just see how many more of these bluegill I can get. Can I get 50 more, 100 more? You know, hopefully, probably, but hopefully. So anyway, for those of you who like this kind of content, thanks. Again, I like making it. I like doing this style of fishing. I wish I could post one of these videos 7 days a week and have somebody watch it. I could come out here and fish for 6 hours and make 6 hour long videos and just post one a day, you know, but you know, we're not at that point yet. But anyway, you have watched this video, thanks. If you fast forwarded through this video and happen to land on this spot, well, thanks for at least clicking on the video. But anyway, guys, wish me luck the rest of the afternoon. I'll see you again soon.